inside, don't wanna feel it. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'm
Morning guys. So today is Thursday, it's about 9 a.m. I am at the park. I decided to do some vlogging today because I haven't really been doing any vlogging all week, and that's because I haven't been in classes since last week. For those of you guys who have been following my videos, you know that I had my final exam week last week. I had 3 exams and I actually passed all of them, which is really awesome. I'm really stoked about that. And now we are in our 17-week gray zone. This is the first week of no classes. I have nothing scheduled outside of what I schedule myself. It's kind of like a really weird feeling. Like all week I haven't done anything. I've just been taking some downtime to myself, and I have like no routine, which is actually kind of bad. I feel like even though school is really stressful, it kind of kept me in some sort of routine at least every single day. And since my last final, I just haven't had any motivation to study, to look at any content, and that's okay. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of downtime, but I've definitely been feeling super lazy. I kind of wanted to use this vlog to kind of break down what it's gonna be like over the next 17 weeks, because again, since I'm not in school, my videos are probably gonna be a little bit different now. I am not gonna be able to do as much like on-campus vlogging with my classmates because obviously I'm not going to campus or anything, and I kind of want to break down my schedule over the next 17 weeks. So my plan is for the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be focusing on doing research as well as doing review for STEP, not necessarily dedicated, but I'm going to be working on just going through concepts that I wasn't as familiar with throughout the year, that maybe on the final exam I was not very comfortable with. And then again, like I said, I'm gonna be focusing a lot on research. I have a couple of research projects going on. We submitted our first paper for publication a couple weeks ago, which was really exciting. And as of last night, we have our final draft of our second paper that is now being sent out to the editors sometime this week, which is really exciting. And then once the editors send it back with revisions and everything, and they're happy with it, we're gonna send that paper for publication as well. After that, we're gonna be starting a third paper based off the same study, which is really awesome. And then I haven't really talked too much about my emergency medicine research project that I started last summer, and that's mainly because it's just been moving kind of slow. I haven't really had a lot of progress on it. We're still collecting data from the databases. There's just a lot of data to collect, and so hopefully there's a lot of progress on that over the next few weeks. And then besides that, I'm also helping with a plastic surgery project, and I think I'm going to help with data collection on a general surgery project. And then my friend DePaul and I are hopefully going to start working on some case reports. We've been talking to a couple physicians, and I think they're going to offload some interesting cases to us that we could start maybe writing into case reports, which will be a really good experience. So even though these projects are going to be longitudinal no matter what, I'm just going to be putting a little bit more focus on them over the next 6 weeks or so. Again, this will be while I'm doing review for STEP, and then sometime around mid-December, I'm actually going to start dedicated because my Step 1 exam is scheduled for January 31st, and so I'll need about 5 to 6 weeks of dedicated time for that. So I think mid-December is a good place to start. Admittedly, I don't really have a Step 1 prep schedule yet. I have like a mock schedule that I'm going to take a look at and see how I like it, but I know it's going to be a lot of UWorld. It's going to be a lot of review of UWorld. We have these documents that my classmate and I made throughout the year, and we're going to be reviewing them just over the next few weeks, and we'll probably review them into dedicated as well. But once I come up with like a decent schedule for my STEP prep, I'll definitely let you guys know. Besides that, there's still a lot I want to do for myself. As you guys know, I got really into exercise and eating well over the last few weeks, and admittedly that has kind of like dropped a little bit, mainly because we had finals and I wasn't very diligent about my exercise and eating habits during that. And then if you guys remember, I was saying that I was like training a lot of running because I signed up for a 12K in November. Well, while I was training, I definitely overtrained a little bit, and I caused some like plantar fasciitis in my left foot after running a 7-mile run or a 12K. And so I had to take a little bit of a break because I literally couldn't even walk without like pain every single time I took a step for probably like 2 weeks. And so I needed to like chill out on that. I tried going to the gym a couple times, but even like walking on the treadmill hurt, and I was just a little bit discouraged, so I just took like an overall break, and admittedly my eating habits definitely kind of like slipped as well with that. But as of now, I'm getting back on that. I'm gonna get back on the eating right train. I'm gonna start going to the gym again every single day, and yeah, that's the plan for that. Oh, and speaking of exercise, I totally forgot to mention, but I'm actually the captain of 2 indoor soccer teams for my school. We have a co-ed team called Manchester United, and we have an all-men's team called the Beta Blockers. And Manchester United actually had our first game last night. It was at the main campus for UNLV, so it's like with a bunch of other like rec teams from like undergrads and all that kind of stuff. And we actually won our first game. We won 8-6, which was really exciting. And so we have another game next week for both Manchester United, and then we have the first Beta Blockers game next week, and that's just gonna be a lot of fun, and that's gonna last about 4 weeks. And then if we do well, then we'll actually be able to go to like the playoffs, which is basically just like the teams who did the best will just play off against each other. But this is just a lot of fun. It's good to do this like in this downtime, and I used to play soccer until I was like 14 before I started doing all the tricking and tumbling, and so it's kind of nice to like relive that a little bit. In terms of my channel, I really want a lot of feedback from you guys on what you guys want to see. This vlog you guys are watching right now is definitely different than my vlogs have been over the last few months, and I just want some feedback on like if you guys like this, if this is something you guys are still willing to continue watching, because again, I still want these vlogs to be interesting for you guys. Like I rode out to this park this morning. I tried to set up some like scenic b-roll shots. I'm doing my best. I really like vlogging, and so again, I want to make sure I'm making videos you guys like and want to watch. So whatever you guys want me to talk about, the kinds of vlogs you guys want to see, the styles and everything, just let me know in the comment section below. It kind of sucks because I feel like I just figured out my vlog style. Like I was getting really good feedback on my vlogs, the pacing, the music I was using, and I felt like I knew what my vlogs were kind of going to look like by the end of the week. I really enjoyed them. I feel like there was like definitely an upgrade from like my first year of medical school vlogs to like my second year, and now we're not doing any in-person classes. I don't have my classmates to be in the vlogs. I have nothing like interesting to show. There's no like big meetings and stuff like that. There'll be like little events here or there, but like weekly vlogs are just not gonna be as like interesting because there's just not that much going on besides me working on projects and studying. But I'm still gonna do my best. Again, just give me some feedback in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, like I said, it's just past 9. I'm actually gonna head down to main campus today to meet up with DePaul. We're gonna have a little bit of a productivity session at the grad commons at main campus. I've never studied at the grad commons. When I was an undergrad, I always saw people go in and out of them, and I totally forgot that as a medical student we have access to them. So I think we're gonna head down there. We're gonna try to get some work done in terms of research, maybe some review, maybe some other projects we're working on, and yeah, it should be a pretty good day. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, bro? What are you up to?
I am sitting at the park. Was doing some vlogging. What are you doing?
Got out of my meeting about maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago.
You're still down to meet at main campus?
Yeah, I am. I just have to get ready.
Let's meet in maybe about an hour at main campus and have a good productivity session.
Yeah, I'm super down, bro.
Sweet. All right, I'll see you soon.
See you, man.
Bye. All right, let's head down to campus.
Driving on the road like I'm the only one. Shooting to the green, I talk a hole in one. Bible on the dash, stay with the holy one. I know I put in work, they didn't notice none. Switch gears, clubhouse, took me 6 years, marble floors, gold trim, feel like I'm Richie Rich, Italian leather.
What's up, buddy?
First way, I mix the fist sick, quick claws, take a risk, we play for the win. Might spend $1 million at the rug store like Manafort. But making purchases you can't afford. I move the money like it's illegal. Something more of rigor mortis. Where I move dead, people lay low. Took L's, know how those days go. Say so. He say, but nothing they know. Pesos, deals locked. It's like a case closed. Bankroll, different league. We don't use money phones.
Alright, so we are at Lead Library. It's UNLV's gigantic library. I haven't been here since I was an undergrad, except now we have the bougie access and we can use the grad commons, which is really nice. So we have this big space. We've got DePaul here, and we've got Wilson here, who's been in previous videos. He's the guy who trained me on how to be a scribe, and we're just getting a study session. DePaul and I got some of the information for our first ever case report we're going to work on, and we also have edits to work on for the other manuscript I was telling you guys about a little bit earlier. And then Wilson is going to be studying anatomy, which is his favorite subject ever. So yeah, that's the plan for right now. We're going to have a good productive study session, and I'll catch up with you guys later on.
I don't scream, I don't shout. I seethe in my anger, I swallow my answers. I try to listen, but it's all bubbling out. Can you hear me now?
All right, guys, so we are just now leaving main campus. We had a super productive,
Really good.
a few hours. It was great. We worked on the next draft of one of the papers that we're writing, and it looks great. We sent it back to our PI to see what he thinks, and then we also got our first case report project, which is something that we were really looking forward to starting to work on. We also scheduled 2 meetings this weekend with
both on Sunday.
Both on Sunday with a couple of physicians that told us that they have some potential case reports, and that's kind of something we wanted to focus on during this research gap, is like continue the work that we're already doing, but then getting experience with writing cases. So that's really exciting. It was also really nice to have a change of scenery. We went to the UNLV main campus in the grad commons, which I went to UNLV for undergrad, and
I didn't, but the library is super
it's
nice.
super nice, and I walked past the grad commons like every single day as an undergrad, and I knew I couldn't go in, and now we finally are allowed to go in, and it was really nice. And I don't know, a good reminder that we're moving up in the educational pyramid, even if it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we also filmed a like productive like study with me that was like a little bit interactive, and that video should be up at some point, maybe before this vlog, after this vlog, I don't really know yet, but it's a kind of like a style of study with me that's a little bit interactive, where we were like talking with you guys about what we were studying, and you know, having you guys comment below like what you guys were doing. And so if you guys like that, let me know. Just trying different things. But yeah, I think we're gonna end the vlog here. We're gonna go get haircuts and stuff right now, and then relax for the rest of the night. But I appreciate you guys joining me in another vlog. I know it's a little bit different not being in medical school, but still gonna try to vlog some fun stuff and, you know, what we're doing over the next few weeks, because still part of the journey, even though we're not like physically going to campus.
It's just different focus, but same grind.
Exactly, same grind. Still feeling really motivated. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
If you're telling me that